Lavos Prime. This will be a style. The way it looks, sort of like what I did with Wisp. Uh, so let's get into it. Um, it's really, really busy. I would say that there's just like there's too much going on. Like I guess people could say like compared to skins that he has, right? Let's see what that skin looks like colored. So that's what that looks like. I don't own the skin. I'm just showing it off. Here's another one. And then even his base skin is really busy. Like they added impressions and details that aren't colored, which I like. They have all this detail right here for the normal Lavos, and then they have like a cutoff section around his stomach, and then it goes right back to the legs. Um, Whereas this is just too much detail that they have. Like where's Wisp Prime? Um, let's see if I have a. So this is Wisp Prime, right? And I did change some of the colors, but this is basically what the color palette would be. You don't really, excuse me, notice all the other details, but if you switch, there's still less detail. Like there's excuse me, fucking acid reflux. There's still detail, but it's not all colored, right? Like a lot of the colors are in the robes and stuff like that. The gold is really well done, and then you just go to Lavos. There's sort of like it's sort of like maybe people told him the other frames weren't detailed enough. Like this is nice the way I colored it because of the subdued color palette, but it's just from far away you're not seeing this, and there's so much going on in a mission. Then unless you're standing still, you don't really see um, all of the details zoomed in for nothing. So um, what do I like about it? I mean, I like it. I don't hate it. I like the snakes. The snakes are a really cool design. Um, the gloves. I'm a fan of the gloves too. They're sort of like knuckle dusters. How they sort of come up like flames. Like he has the flames on his hands. Um, Parts I wish you could color. Let's see right here. Pants. You can't color the legs. Like the black part around the legs. You can't color that. And I'm sort of thinking that maybe because they have so many other color channels on the model, that they had to have a like, they just could just be no texture. It could just be the 3D model that we're looking at right here. Um, you know how they do like texture stuff for coloring and all that. That's what I'm thinking. I would rather have had them spread the detail out more and bring it down to the legs because really what it does is there's one with the posture. It seems like he's hunched over, which he is, but it's too bulky, right? It doesn't seem like it moves well. Um, let's do a quick walk. So that's a walk. So he walks um, sort of like the one of the dragon warframes, Chroma. He walks like Chroma. Um, but it's just not about Chroma. What do I like? What else do I like? I like the helmet. Um, the it's good. Like people could say, well, what doesn't the helmet seem like? There's not a lot of detail because of some of the details inside the helmet. Like he's got the rebreather parts, looks like a gas mask sort of look. like in the CDC suits, which I think is what they were going for. Is one of those CDC suits they wear, or what people would wear when they fix reactors. Uh, the base color for energy, let's go to abilities, is this. Um, you know, which isn't too. I would generally say make these lighter, but with Lavos you're not really. Oh, that's a bit of a look right there, but whatever. With Lavos you're not really casting a lot, right? And that's the problem that comes down to. Um, Lavos is good in. He is good in tight corridors. Like he's good in ships, and
That's all we have time for.
let's go. Let's see if I can find a ship real quick. I'm in Steel Pass still. I'm gonna cut this out. Let's go here, exterminate. Any extra stuff I'm gonna cut out. Well, the snakes look good. Um, I think the gold's a bit too bright, but gold is very hard to get, right? And it's it's different. It's different, and I think than most of their other primes. So this is where Lavos would be at home. Places like this where you can hide, you know. Get in, get out, almost like Black Ops. And then all these corners. I'm hoping they give me an enemy soon. Okay, so I'm gonna do this, and then I can hide, and I can sort of like do this. And yeah, these are level 1s, but I'm doing this to illustrate a point that there's a lot of corners for me to hide in. Whereas somewhere more open, and I'm not gonna use the let's just do somewhere more open. Like let's do a capture mission, right? I'm gonna cut this out as well. Guess I was probably struggling, so I'm trying to get this in quick. Look how much more open this is. It is still fairly enclosed, and I'm trying to use my actual Warframe abilities because this is what this is about. And that one has a pretty big delay, so this one is even still a little bit better. But these guys are low level, right? So look, if none of these walkways were here, and like some of the other levels where it's just like wide open area, let's say you're doing a survival mission, or you're doing a what's it called, a conduit mission. The levels are going to be a lot more open, or even an interception mission. Especially with the countdown the way it is. I was using him to play against Skuldra earlier. Just like the missions like this, where you have, you can see by the thumbnail where you have a lot of open space. It's just hard to get to use him. Now, granted, most of the game is going to be inside, like Saint and Atomica, with the exception of some of the open world places, um, which even take place inside. I would say the places where he has the most trouble is going to be the Warframe 1999 content, where everybody has a gun, pretty much. If you're just playing with him on older content where people use other stuff, or it's not the enemies, there's what people are used to. They're what people are used to, right? Um, but the animations are really good. I like that. I like it's sort of growing on me. Before I close out, it's sort of growing on me. But I would rather have personally, I'd rather have the detail like around the leg area, like going down to where the boot is. And the boot, it's not bad. It's just very fat, very thick. Um, and and the leg looks like it's squished a bit. Like the kneecaps look funny. Um, but it's a cool looking Warframe. Um, I'm just gonna sort of see what would be a gold I would use. Like that's pretty good. But you can now you can see that like the bright gold is gone. You can see all the different detail and stuff. It's a lot. Like there's a lot there that I wish. I guess it's not that it's a lot. I just wish it would have been spread over a lot more. Anyway, I like it so far. It's good for it's good for galleons and stuff. You could probably take this on railjack with you. It'd be good for going inside your ship and stuff. Um, it doesn't have as much support stuff for other warframes, um, but it doesn't use energy, and the overall design is interesting. It would be interesting to see what the heirloom skin will be. So if you're going to get a skin for Lavos Prime, and you don't like the Prime version, either use the normal one, the normal skin, which is pretty good. You know, that's pretty good. Um, or wait for the heirloom skin to come out. All right, that's the end of the video, and.